What's going on, guys? This is another 6-minute video. This is where I talk about a random topic for 6 minutes, and this is in front of a camera, a microphone, without anybody trying to keep the conversation going. It's just falls completely on me to come up with a bunch of stuff to say. This isn't really for the fame or glory. Don't really care about the subscribers or the likes, the views. I mean, if you do subscribe, I'm not complaining at all, but it's just for my personal experience and getting better at speaking. Efficiency at speaking is the goal here. And if I can talk for the remaining 6 minutes, 5 minutes and 20 seconds, that would be amazing. But it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes I go way over. Sometimes I'm not even close to hitting it and I have to pick a different topic. But anyway, today's topic, kind of an interesting one. I wanted to talk about friends, right? Friends are a very fundamental kit to our human nature. We love companionship. We need companionship. It's deeply rooted into ourselves. But what happens when you have a friend that you've known for quite a long time? Let's say you've known for quite a long time. You're not so close to them that you're basically living with them. Their house is your house and vice versa, right? You're not so close that, you're sharing financials and whatnot. Not in like an intimate way or anything, that you're living together and whatnot. But you're very good friends with this person. You've known them since, as long as you can remember, right? And you've grown up together through middle school, high school, now in college and past college. You've been through a lot of stuff, and not directly together, but inherently together, right? You've gone through the big stuff, the milestones and things. But what happens when something happens in their life, right, where their outlook on things, on just life in general, a fundamental change happens in their opinions, their human kit, their human personality? What happens when this person that you've known for a really long time completely switches up their personality? What do you do? How do you react? Because for the person on the other end of the phone line, on the other end of this relationship, has no idea that whatever they're doing is potentially affecting anybody around them. They're being perfectly themselves. And as they're exploring this new person that they're trying to be and just losing themselves in a new personality, you're finding yourself struggling with finding out how to deal and how to act differently with this new personality that they're trying to figure out. So you're over here being comfortable with the person that you've been with for, not been with, but person that you've known for so long. Suddenly, when they start changing into a different person, because like maybe a hobby or a revelation, or maybe they've found some new friends, whatever, doesn't really matter. But when they start changing into such a different personality and you have to find a new way to dealing with that, right? How do you take that? Bite-sized? Is it a gulp? Are you trying to change yourself? Are you trying to chase whatever they're chasing, like whatever hobbies got them going on, whatever tangent they're on? Or are you regressing? Are you hiding back into your hole where you're kind of resetting into like a protective state? I don't know who you are or where you're from, but when something like that happens, where this fundamental change in one of your friends happens, the response doesn't matter to them, right? It can matter if they really truly care, but for those that are genuinely trying or genuinely changing, your friends that are genuinely changing and trying out different things, they have left their old self behind, and rightfully so in their eyes. They are tired of it and they're ready to move on. That is kind of unfair to you, though, who has been knowing this person for a very long time, and you're like, hey, what's with this change? What's with the switch up? Well, they're like, what switch up? Nothing's changed. Well, in your eyes, and I know a lot of people have done this, a lot of people have experienced this, where you obviously know something has changed, but you can't quite put a finger on it until, it's too late. You're not even friends anymore, and you're like, I should have seen that coming. It's not the response that matters when something like this happens. It's the response to yourself. Let me break that down, right? You can't reach out to them and respond to them because in their eyes, there is no response necessary. There's not a call to action. You have to make the decision and the response to yourself. What are you going to do about this, right? Are you going to change with this person? Are they worth it to change with this person? I don't think a singular friend is really worth it to go to the ends of the earth with. If it's a good enough friend, absolutely. And I dare you to make that judgment, that call. That is up to you. But if they're doing their thing and you're unsure whether to follow or say, hey, this is the end of the line here, it's been good, right? I don't think they really need a response. It's really up to you because they are finding a new personality, a new reality where they are trying to chase after something. I don't know. And they're leaving their old self behind. And you're probably part of that old self. If you are finding yourself to be more distant from whatever friend, or maybe you find yourself still close, but suddenly your ideologies are completely opposite and there's just nothing to do to fix that. You don't know what changed. I don't want to say what went wrong, but you don't know what changed between you and the other person, but yeah, we are so over the 6-minute time. Oh well, I'll catch you guys in the next one.